The thoughts, views, and opinions are that of my own. I am not a salesman. I am not your financial advisor. I cannot be bought. Y'all know what time it is. This is all entertainment. Peace, mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. This is episode number 16 of the Cipher, number 8 of the VerScents battle. Let's go. Again, peace, mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. This is your host, EQ, and welcome to the Cipher. A cipher is a person, place, a thing within my circumference. The understanding of the cipher is peace. Y'all already know what time it is. Tip your bartender. Let's go. We're going to bring in 2 newer channels to the stage to get a battle. And y'all know, y'all love this VerScents battle thing, this collaboration. It's all love. Fragcoms are winners. With that said, today is Cinco de Mayo, so drink responsibly. Be safe out there, people. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your time. I'm going to do my favorite. Y'all know, McAllen. Put y'all Center Days in the chat. Center Days in the MF in chat. Let's go. The battle is going to be top 10 summer date night fragrances. Let's go. It's a whole vibe in here. I love collaboration. I love putting people on. We're going to have a good time. We're going to get it in. And it's going down. When you first come in, don't forget to hit the like button. Let's get it started. Y'all know. Let me see them Center Days going off. Let me see that fire in the chat going off. Let's go. Let's get it, people. Let's get it, people. Peace, 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 and more peace. Again, this is episode number 16 of the Cipher. 16 live so far with y'all. Y'all been rocking with your boy. This is episode number 8 of the VerScents battle. Today's topic is top 10 summer date night fragrances. But this battle is going to be a little bit different. This is going to be a 5 for 5. We'll get into what that means and what that stands for. Before we do it, let me go ahead and pay the bills. Y'all know what time it is. My scent of the day and my scent of the evening. Because after this battle, I'm going to get up out of here and have a few. Again, drink responsibly. Be safe. It was Kajal Lamar. If you saw my Instagram post or Facebook post, y'all already know what time it is. This is a pineapple gorgeous bomb. Some woods, some vanilla, some cashmere. Stunning. When you talk about compliments in this fragrance, it's just there. The compliments are going galore. So, before we do all that, it seems like we have one of our guests here and one is not here. So we have a slight delay. Let me see what he's saying. Okay. So I just read a message, and unfortunately, Calis Groom Room isn't going to make it, but I'm going to go ahead and put my guy on. So this is going to be a VerScents battle, but I'm going to allow this brother to come on and talk about 10 fragrances. Listen, man, things happen. It is what it is, but the show will continue. We will build. We will have a good time. I know y'all was expecting a VerScents. Hey, you know, we schedule stuff. You know, I try to make sure it's free. We could have did it on a Saturday, but that's nevertheless, again, it is what it is. But before we start, we're going to bring a brother on who is new to the game, but he's been pushing out content like none other. The content is quality. Unlike me, when I first started, I started sitting on the couch with a camera phone. This brother has 5.53K subs, 462 videos with 1 year in the game. That is consistency. That is putting out work. We're going to bring this brother on, Dedrick Hicks Jr. What's up, brother?
What's happening, man? What's going on, EQ? Peace, man. PCQ.
Peace, brother. Unfortunately, you know, I hate to do something and it's not in, and the people wanted to see about one. I hate to cancel. I hate to have stuff going on. It's kind of not my thing.
Right.
But, you know, introduce yourself. We'll ask a few questions. It'll just kind of be open live again for those that was looking for a battle. Unfortunately, the battle will not happen today. But we'll see. Maybe while we vibing, he might come on, but the battle vibe is kind of lost, right? But anyway, tell the people about yourself and introduce yourself, brother.
My name is Dedrick L. Hicks Jr. and I'm out of Jacksonville, Florida. And you know, man, I love fragrances, man. I've always been a content creator since I was a teenager. I've delved in music, podcasting, photography, videography. So I've always been a creator. I used to have my own sneaker show on YouTube about 2 years ago. That's where I kind of got my feet wet in YouTube. But a group of friends of mine, close friends of mine, we called each other Frag Boys ENT. Shout out Sid, shout out Kev. And we you know, got to talking, and just the opportunity to say, hey man, why don't you go ahead and do some content, put something on YouTube. And then I started seeing Big Beard B, TLTG reviews. I started seeing Bowtie the Fragrance guy. I started seeing different guys, and I didn't know that that was a community out there. I had no clue. So once I dove in deeper and really saw that there was a community out there, because I've been in love with fragrance since I was 13 years old. And I said, you know what, man, I'm gonna try something. So at the time, I was wearing a lot of Eros Flame, Versace Eros Flame. I got it for Christmas. My wife got it for me for Christmas. And that was the first fragrance I did a video. And then I started taking it serious, man. I had the tools just throughout my previous ventures with photography and videography. And I set it up, man, and I just hit record. And in the dark, I just went at it, man. And I love it. I enjoy the camaraderie. I enjoy the Fragcom community. And I really did have a patch for this, because fragrances are more than just smelling good to me. They have a lot to do with self-confidence, your day-to-day mood, memories, things like that, man. So that's just a little bit about me, man, and my fragrance journey and how I got to YouTube.
Yeah, brother. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Hold on 1 second. So while you was talking, I was trying to I'm getting people some kind of battle. We ain't a battle, so I was grabbing fragrances. Let me get this back on. Yeah, I was grabbing fragrances. Hold on 1 second.
Yes, sir.
So I said, we gonna talk about some fragrances. I just started grabbing some randoms. We're gonna get the people something, you know what I mean?
Sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You gave me your time, and the people gave me our time. So we're gonna go ahead and get it in. So
let's do it.
Let me see if I have, bro. I wasn't prepared for this, but I was not prepared for this. But so I'll tell you what. I know we was gonna do 2 designer. Excuse me. We was gonna do 10 designers.
5 designers.
5 designers, 5 niche.
Yes, sir.
Just talk about whatever you want to talk about. This really ain't a battle. This is just us vibing on 10 fragrances. Let's just vibe out. I got a little bit over 10 fragrances over here on the table. So
I'll kick it off, EQ.
Go ahead and kick it off, man. It ain't keep the same. Hold on, before we do that, it's not a battle, but keep layer on time. We're gonna keep the same kind of thing going.
Yes, sir.
The key points that's gonna be talked about is scent overview. That's gonna be like our 1 to 3 minute review of the fragrances. We're gonna talk about occasions. What occasions would you wear these fragrances in? We're going to talk about projection and longevity. That's important to a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's self-explanatory. Y'all know what that is. Compliment rating, compliment factor. Are they highly complimented? What that looks like. We'll talk about the type of person it's for, age range, stuff of that nature, and how to wear it, which is how many sprays. But with that being said, go ahead and get it started, brother.
Okay, man, I'm going to go ahead and start with my designers. All right, I'm going to start with my designers. I'm just going to go ahead and get into it. So first, one of the ones I had up, and this was all based off situations, man. And I'm a real believer in the sexy. I'm a believer in the sexy. I'm believing, when you out on a date night and it's you and your lady, you and your partner, man, I mean, that's another chance to prove yourself. You know what I'm saying? When you go out on these dates, man. So I believe in coming correct. So this first fragrance right here, man, from the house of Guerlain, we have L'Homme Ideal, the EDP. That's my first fragrance right here, man. Designer. Some people say, niche designer, but I'm gonna keep it in the designer ring. And this thing is just quality, man. It's sexy. The notes are beautiful. That cherry up top is just so beautiful. The leather underneath it just really shines as it goes on. Occasions, honestly, this is very an intimate fragrance for me. A nice, I ain't gonna say candlelit dinner, but a romantic type of dinner where the space is very, very close between you and your partner. Projection longevity, man, it goes, man. It goes. I mean, usually for a date, most people put between 4 to 5 hours. But if you got a nightcap, this is something that you want to consider as well. Probably could push you out between 7 to 8 hours. The compliments, man, women love it. I remember the first time I wore it, I tested it out at my son's birthday party about 1.5 to 2 years ago. And my wife picked it up, man, and she complimented me right away. So I kept that in mind. When she speaks on things, I tuck them in and I go, you know what, man, I'm gonna go ahead and remember this, when we go out and do our thing. Age range, honestly, I feel like if you're a confident young man, a confident older gentleman, the age range may vary, but if you're confident, you're secure with who you are, you kind of know where you're going, you know where you've been, I think you could pull this off for sure. And this is just off the rip, Guerlain's L'Homme Ideal EDP, just ultra good stuff. And my bottle is one of the older school bottles. They've recently changed it, but I'm pretty sure you get the same situation out of the newer style bottle. So Guerlain L'Homme Ideal EDP.
Good one. That is a solid, affordable as well.
Sure. Yes.
Designer fragrances, again, people, this isn't a battle. He was supposed to be going up against somebody else, but this is a audible. So I didn't put much thought into this, but again, it's not a battle. We're just talking about fragrances, so don't look at it as a battle. Let's see. We're gonna go with a designer. I'm just gonna go with a summertime fragrance. I think when you're going for a date night clean, you can't go wrong with it. You want something that's fresh and refreshing. So this is an all-time staple for me. It's an all-time staple for most people within the designer realm when you talk about summertime fragrances. And it's none other than Dior cologne. As you can see, I put a dent in this bottle. What do you have? Fresh squeezed lemonade. Now, when I think of date night, don't get me wrong, date night don't always have to be at night. This is some day party kind of action. It's easy to wear, compliment getting, it's fresh. A lot of people say they don't get a lot of longevity on this. To me, I do. But I need to do a video, not beastly though. We ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I get pretty good longevity again. For me, if I get 6 hours, for the most part, I'm good. But keep in mind, people, this is a date night scent.
Right.
When you think of date night, and especially like a first date, you're gonna meet her if that's what you into, or meet him or her.
Right.
You're gonna hug them. the first thing they're gonna do is smell you. As soon as they smell you, my daughter was calling me. All sorts of audibles is happening here.
Yes, sir.
Soon as she smell you, she already knows what you smell like. She's gonna want to get closer. It's the vibe. So I'm thinking day type of date. Everything doesn't have to be at nighttime. If you're going with your wife or something, but for the safe side, first date, sometimes it's better to do a day date. Somewhere where you buy the water, getting some seafood or something. This is a good one to wear. Occasions, again, day party. Projection longevity is not a beastly fragrance, but I am going to try to do a video for y'all on how to make your citrus fragrances last a little bit longer. Compliment rating and compliment factor. For me, this is an 8 out of 10 fragrance. It's easy to wear. You're not going to find nobody on the planet who's not going to like the smell of this fragrance. Type of person is for anybody. It doesn't matter the age range. It's going to work. How to spray this, how to wear this. I go heavy with this fragrance. Now, when I say heavy, I'm not in the 20, but I start going about 15. I'm 2 on the neck, 2 on one side, 2 on the other side, 1 on the back. I'm doing a couple on the shoulders. I'm going down my forearms because it's summertime. I might have a short sleeve shirt and I might have shorts on or something casual. I might go behind the legs 2 or 3 times so the scent can just curry up. But I go about 15 with this whenever I wear it, for the most part on the safe side.
No light spraying.
yeah, not with something like this.
Right.
These aren't your heavy summer fragrances, but my number 10 will be Dior Home Cologne.
Right.
All right,
EQ. All right, Q. Yeah. I'm gonna keep it sexy, man. We're gonna keep it about the nightlife, man, with this next one, man. So, even with these fragrances, they may come off a little bit sweeter, a little bit heavier, but if you moderate your sprays, man, and really tone them down, man, you can really pull them off, especially if you're gonna be indoors for a summer date night. This is right here, man. I overly love this stuff, and I use it sparingly now because it's rumored to be discontinued. I got from Hugo Boss, man. I got the Scents Private Accord. I simply love this DNA, man, especially the ginger, the coffee, has a little chocolatey feel to it. And this is something you don't need many sprays of at all. And if you're in a situation, man, where you are, at a nice restaurant, on the inside, obviously you want AC, you don't want to be outside wearing something like this. But if you're on the inside, man, and this could be something where it could really be a relaxed environment. You don't got to be suited and booted, nothing like that. But, you lightly dressed, collar shirt, nice pair of pants, a nice pair of shoes. Your ladies, doing her thing, of course. But this is something for sure that could really set the tone. I mean, she's going to really find you unique. You're going to be attractive. This is something that could be a conversation starter for sure. For me, this is in the same lines of the Guerlain. Have you been and man, where you're going, age range, I think you can pull it off for sure. You just got to have that confidence, in my opinion, to wear something like this, especially on the date night. And this could be a memory, in my opinion. This is a scent memory. This is something very, very sexy, man, that you could definitely pull off. And I just think that, if you can get your hands on a bottle like this, man, go ahead and get your hands on it, man, before you don't, because this could be a staple in your date night repertoire or fragrance wardrobe, so to speak, if you're trying to make an impression on your partner, man. So my second one from the designer lane, we have the Scents. We have Hugo Boss, the Scent Private Accord.
Right. Okay. So again, while you're doing your thing, I'm shuffling and bustling because I still want to give the people
background.
Yeah. I'm gonna make sure I put it on mute because I don't want to I'm audible. You know what it is, but we're gonna have fun. So
I appreciate you.
I'm gonna do something sexy as well, something that I absolutely love that just works. This fragrance comes from a classic. This is a designer fragrance, so I had to dig deep because my design's kind of the back.
I feel you.
but this is one that I absolutely love. Francois Damachi made this fragrance. This is a classic fragrance. Now, this is a flanker of an original. The original, I wouldn't wear on a date night scent. Has an old school vibe, but this one has that vanilla, that rum, that violet leaf, a little bit of licorice. Coming from the house of Dior, this is Fahrenheit Le Parfum. Let me see if I get this. Le Parfum. Now this, again, when you talk date night, I want something cozy, right? So
For
I
sure.
like going with something vanilla. But this isn't too rich, but it also adds an element of booze to it. So you have some booze. I feel like a little bit of suede in here, some violet, slightly powdery, some green nuances in it. This just works. It works. Just let it pop off of your skin, and in the heat, the way that vanilla and that booze hits, to me, it mellows out. With something like this, again, projection longevity, this is one that's going to leave more of a scent trail than a room filler for me. That's how I find it. Compliment rating and compliment factor, I put it at about an 8 to a 7 out of 10. Type of person is for, I would say anybody probably in your 30s. I'll probably go in your 30s or upper 20s, like 28, 30. How would I wear this? How many sprays? I typically only go about 4 with this because we're in the summertime. I want it to just mellow out. I want the heat to do what it's supposed to do, and it's just going to intensify it. Steak dinner, this is a good one to wear. Going to a nice steak dinner, this is a good one. Why do I say steak dinner? You have the smell of sometimes seafood, you have the steak, you have the red wine, because you have your wine coming out, pairs well with the booze. I can imagine being somewhere where somebody's playing a piano, the lights are dim, real sexy with it. That's how I would rock this. And that's from the house of Dior, and that's Le Parfum.
Yes, sir. Talk to him. That's a great one. That's a great one, man.
That's gonna be my number 9.
Yes, sir. All right. Up next for me at the designer realm, man, we have probably my wife's absolute favorite, man, for this time of year from the house of Giorgio Armani. We have Acqua Essenziale Absolute. To me, this is super slept on. I just had to smell it real quick, but you get this abundance of citrus and aquatics, but then you get this beautiful sweetness underneath it. That pear note is key to this because it provides a different type of feel to this fragrance than your traditional big bergamots or big lemons, man. So I really love the pear note in here. And EQ spoke on it, man. This is seafood. This is seafood sitting by the pier type of night. This is late afternoon, early evening type of vibe, man, with a little breeze out in the air if you're lucky. Let that breeze catch your sillage and let it introduce itself to your lady, man, or your partner, man. So this one is phenomenal. The sweetness that you get from that you don't get from the heavily aquatic original and profondo, you get a lot with this that makes it very sexy to me. Now for this comes off a little bit youthful. It comes off a little bit playful, but in the type of environment that I would wear it in, it's going to be a home run for sure. I think between that 25 to 35 type of range, you could definitely get away with this if you're having a not so serious date night or a not so serious dating encounter. If y'all just really kicking it, and I love seafood, you know what I mean? So my wife loves seafood as well. So this is something I definitely would wear. Matter of fact, the last time we had seafood out of town, this is a fragrance that I wore when we were in Savannah, Georgia. So it kind of connects the dots for sure. This one right here, man, compliment factor is heavy. Women love it. I love it. And this is definitely something that will hold you down, give you a different feel, give it a different flavor, man, from what you're used to with the Acqua Essenziale. So from the house of Giorgio Armani, we have Acqua Essenziale Absolute, man. True banger for me, for sure. For sure.
Okay.
So,
okay.
For sure.
Let me see. Now, this ain't fair. But again, it's not a battle.
Yes, sir.
I'm grabbing stuff. But I'm gonna go with one that's just, when it comes to summertime and head turning, this fragrance just absolutely kills. It does. It's one of the best summer fragrances on the market. This is a citrus jubilee. Mandarin. Sweet, bright mandarin is zingy. It's watery. This is coming from the house of Louis Vuitton, which is a designer. This is Afternoon Swim.
Man, that stuff is amazing.
Afternoon Swim. Listen, people, what more can I say in the words of Jay-Z? What can I say? To me, this is worth the price of admission. Everything from the house isn't worth the price of admission. Meteor, I love it. it'll get you compliments, but it's a blue style of fragrance. You might not want to pay $300 for that. But if you got the ducats, I would say jump out there. But this one right here, worth the price of admission. Are there some clones out there? Maybe, maybe not. Leave it in the chat if you have a few clones. Whatever you do, don't say Latafa Alquam. It is not. But this just works. It's fresh. It's inviting. Great longevity. Great projection. Occasion, anytime in the summer. Day party, brunch, night. It doesn't matter. You eating pancakes or you eating steak or you eating seafood. It doesn't matter. It's going to work. Compliment rating and compliment factor is a 10 out of 10.
Yes. Okay.
This is one that's just going to get the compliments. I've not worn this and not been around like groups of people and somebody not tell me I smell good. Nothing like, oh my God, you're the sexiest person in the world. But somebody just saying, hey, you smell really good. This just absolutely hits on all levels. Type of person is for, listen, if you got the money to spend on it, it goes for anybody. Again, there is no age range with this. If you 16 and you want to go on your father's cabinet and you watching this VerScents, you want to spray it on, wear it. Trust me, you're going to be the high school genius. All the girls going to love it in high school.
Elite,
if you're in your 40s and 50s and you wear this clean wedding, it's going to work. Again, this is a Gerber tool. It does a lot of different things, but everything it does well. That's coming from the house of Louis Vuitton, and that's Afternoon Swim.
Banger, baby.
Banger. Absolute banger. Again, this ain't a battle, people, but I just had to grab what I had to grab.
I'm having a good time, man.
All right, man. Well, that's good, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, up next for me, man, from a designer line, man, I got from the house of Paco Rabanne, and this is my favorite date night scent, period. All right. We got 1 million lucky, man. 1 million lucky, man. The plum, the hazelnut, the honey touch to it. My goodness, man. My goodness. This right here, like I said, even though some of these scents are a little bit sweeter, have a little bit more depth to it, you dial those sprays back, you can pull it off. This, for me, is showstopper time. All right. If I'm stepping out and my fit from head to toe is deemed elite, in my opinion, I'm definitely going with 1 million lucky. We're talking about sexy overload. Okay. We're talking about sexy overload for sure, man. So the occasions, man, definitely movies, nice dinner. And if you want to have a little fun, you can even wear this when you go into the bowling alley. All right. I think you could just do a lot with this. Age range doesn't matter. That hazelnut, that plum, and that honey is undefeated to me, especially on the designer level. And honestly, man, if you can get you off a good 5 to 6 sprays, this is going to hold you down for your date and a possible nightcap later. Women love it. It's been proven by science that women love 1 million lucky, man. Slightly gourmand, got a bit of freshness to it as well. It does a lot, and it really holds down the type of date night, date day, evening type of vibe, man. I love this stuff. My number one period for date night from the house of Paco Rabanne, I got 1 million lucky. 1 million lucky, man.
1 million lucky is a great designer fragrance.
Yes, sir.
It just works, people.
It works.
That plum. Anytime you add plum in date night, I think it just goes. There's something very mysterious yet slightly boozy with the note of plum that just works.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What do we have here? What can I get to make it somewhat fair?
You got bangers, man.
Man, listen, man. I can't even play fair, so I'm just gonna go ahead with it, man. We just gonna give people heat. Let's just do it. So this fragrance, when you want date night, you want seduction, you want something that's cozy, warm, and head turning. My advice is to reach for musk. As a man, find a nice white musk fragrance.
Yes, sir.
Now, musk fragrances can go in all sorts of different directions. I have all types, but this is more of an aldehydic floral musk. Some rose, aldehydes. It's very Middle Eastern feel, which also gives it somewhat a exotic kind of feel to it. Because when you're on this side of the world, a lot of people just haven't gotten their noses on something like this. This is from the house of Kilian, and this is Musk Butterfly.
Ooh wee.
This is a
Ain't playing, Phil.
Middle Eastern exclusive. You can only get this out of the Kilian boutiques. Now, again, some rose, aldehydic, musk. This is very, again, if you're into Middle Eastern fragrances and have a lot of floral Middle Eastern musk fragrances, this isn't very unique. But one thing about Kilian and why I love them, and he makes some of the sexiest fragrances, is they're not the loudest compositions.
Okay.
You're never going to get anything beast mode. It's something very airy about it, but I think that makes it very sensual. So this is a very sensual fragrance. Occasions is this for? Again, date night. This is signature scent. This is unisex. Women, my 10 who watch me and support me, I love you. But you can wear this. It's good for that. Men, don't be shy to wear this. Now, would I wear this on a first date? Probably not. Probably not. This is one like my third date, fourth date. Like you kind of know her, you feeling her out. I wear this, she might be like, I don't know about you, bro. You know what I mean? So, but somebody who you thinking you're gonna take this date to the next level, maybe get a kiss, maybe a nightcap. You got your freak bag in the car, or she got her freak bag in the car. Listen, it might go there. That's what I would wear this. That date, this is when I would wear this. Compliment rating, compliment factor, it just works. I would say like a 7, 8 out of 10. It leans feminine if you're okay with that as a man. But if you're dressed to the right occasion, I probably wouldn't wear this in jeans and t-shirts. Okay. But if I'm a little bit dressed up, kind of casual, again, nice dinner, a nice seafood restaurant, I think goes well with white musk. That's how I would wear this. A little bit of Chardonnay coming to the table. This is going to pair with some Chardonnay. It's going to pair well with this. Type of person is for, again, already told y'all. And how to wear this, I normally go about 6, 7 sprays on this. Again, I always like my spray routine is almost always the same. I like to get the shoulders. Why? Because as I'm passing people, they can smell me. I like to get the back of my neck. Why? So it's just creating this bubble around me. I get the back of my kneecaps. Why? Because scent rises. So because I'm kind of tall, it just helps as I'm passing by people to kind of create that scent bubble around you. And because I'm also tall, most women are smaller than me. I like to do center of the chest. It gives that way I can smell it a little bit, but when you give her a hug, that's exactly where her head's going to be, possibly. So that's where I like to go with that. And that's Musk Butterfly from the house of Kilian, a Middle Eastern exclusive.
Okay. EQ with the cheat code, fellas. Hit the back of the kneecaps.
Yeah, man. You got it. I mean, my spray routine is pretty, outside of putting more sprays, it's pretty much the same. I always go shoulders. Yes, always gonna get the shoulders. What you got for me, brother?
Hey, real quick, Smell Good family. I see y'all, Smell Good family. Appreciate y'all for y'all support tonight. All right. Up next, man, we got from the house of Tom Ford. All right. We got Lost Cherry. Lost Cherry. This is indeed a top 5 Tom Ford fragrance for me. Cherry, almond, booze. It is so good. This is another fragrance that leans a little bit heavier, has a little depth to it. But again, you watch your sprays, you can put it off. Now, for me, I'm going in for the kill fragrance. All right. This is maybe 3rd or 4th or 5th date style of a fragrance. This is, you're about to seal the deal. You might be on the cusp of a new relationship. You might be on the cusp of achieving something great with your partner. She thought she knew what you were capable of with your fragrance game until you were this. All right. So that's my opinion on this. Now, this is suitable for serious business only. All right. In my opinion, serious business only. Okay. Now, as far as the age range, I'm going to say 27 to 40 years old. If you're okay with that cherryness that may come off a little bit feminine, maybe, but the booze and the nuttiness to the fragrance, man, should really balance it out. And you know, with me, I'm comfortable with it. You know, maybe most men out there are as well. Okay, occasions, man, like I said, serious business. This is when you're going to the expensive steak place to get expensive steak. This is the expensive roof Chris or something like that, man, when you got to dress up to the nines, man. You got to really put it on. You got to put it on if you're going to be wearing something like this. So in my opinion, you get around that good 5 hour. This is not a beastly fragrance that's going to last you all night long. No, you need to be intentional with this fragrance. I get around 5 hours with this fragrance, and that's just more than enough for a date night. Women, this smells amazing. My wife smells delicious wearing this fragrance for sure. So Tom Ford's Lost Cherry, this is serious business to material right here. Great fragrance from the house. Top 5 in my Tom Ford collection. Tom Ford, man. Lost Cherry for sure.
You cannot go wrong with that fragrance. It
Yes, sir.
just bangs.
Yes, sir.
So I guess it's my number 5, I believe.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, number 5. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and get to it. Now, when I'm thinking date night, I'm thinking something that's a little fruity.
Okay.
I want something that's unisex. Why, gentlemen, would I want something that's unisex if I can help it? If I can help it.
Yeah.
Now, it's not always, but this is first date. Let's go first date. That's what
Okay.
this is. This is a first date.
Okay.
I want something that she can smell and she say, it's scent memory. She's saying, ooh, I like that. I can wear that too. The whole time in her back of her head, I'm playing on her ego, right? Because as a man, you should understand when you take a woman on a date, you are the accessory.
Right.
She is the glamour prize.
Yeah.
She's going to be the looker.
Yeah.
You're there to accessorize her, but I have to play to her ego.
Yeah.
Ego is, I want to smell like that too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's going to keep her interested. That's going to keep her wanting to smell you more. I'm going to go with my scent of the day. Why not? I'm going to go with Kajal Lamar. Kajal Lamar. Again, pineapple. Is some berries in here. I believe some cardamoms in here, but don't worry about the cardamom. So you get apple, berries, pineapple off the break. What that ends up doing is making that pineapple very juicy, very sweet, very ripe. Think of the sweetest pineapple you ever had from the Caribbean.
Oh boy.
That's what this smells like. You can taste it. Now, the apple, when you start doing pineapple and apple, to me, it just adds a bit of crisp to the pineapple. So I don't smell apple, but what I smell is just this most juiciest, crispiest pineapple, and all those notes help create that accord and that feel. You get rose. You get a nice, you get 2 types of roses, I believe. You get some Bulgarian and some Turkish.
Okay.
So you get the bright, fruity rose. That's where your Turkish rose, and you getting this warm, almost raspberry rose. So that's making it very romantic. It's intriguing to a woman. It's not old lady rose. Then you get down to some vanilla, some amber. This is, listen, man. I said it before. It's one of the best pineapple fragrances on the planet.
Man,
it does not smell like a Ventus. It leans unisex right down the absolute middle. Occasions, first date. First date, I want to impress, but I always want to play to her ego.
For sure.
If you got a bad one, I don't know. If you got good taste, if you got good taste,
talk to him, EQ.
She probably a bad one, right?
Talk to him.
So she has men all the time. How can you be different?
For sure.
You can't be simple. She gets,
sure.
You're beautiful. You're looking good. You smell. She gets that all the time. You got to be different. Do something different. What is she doing her to death? Simple, simplistic, but play to her ego. She's going to smell this, and the whole time she's going to say, not only did you smell good, but I also want to wear that. We should live together, get married, so I can raid your closet. I'm exaggerating, people. That's never going to happen, but let's just go with it. Projection longevity. projection is it's a good like arms reach a little bit farther. I feel like I get better sillage. So you're gonna leave a nice, sexy scent trail with that. Compliment rating, compliment factor is 10 out of 10. There's nothing, no one's gonna smell this and not like it. Now, will some men smell this and say, I don't like fruity fragrances, it's too feminine? Yeah, of course. But they won't say it's a bad smelling fragrance. They just may want to smell it more on a woman than they would like to wear it. And I understand those kind of men who are like that, but trust me, it works. How to wear this, I'm going about first date, because we're gonna be intimate. My goal on a first date is not for her to be set across the table from me. I want her to sit beside me on the same side of me. I want to feed her, but I have to make her want to come in. So I'm only going to do 2 or 3 sprays. I want her to smell it when I give her a hug. And if she's across the table, I want her to really not smell it. I want to make her say, I don't need to sit over there by you. That's what I'm trying to do, because then we can talk. We can get the wines going, get some lemon drops. We drinking.
All right.
Listen, it works. That's enough free game on that. Kajal Lamar, I'm telling y'all people, this is a players type of fragrance. It just works.
Yes, sir.
And that's my number 5.
Okay, man. EQ providing that talk, man. I love it,
man. When we talking, man, let's talk to the people.
Sure. All right, man. So like I said at the beginning of this, man, it's all about the sexy. It's all about the sexy on summer date night. So here we go, man. This is probably one of the most popular niche fragrances out there right now from the house of Nishane. We got Ani. Ani. Vanilla lovers. If you don't have it, get it. Vanilla, bergamot, sandalwood, patchouli, benzoin. This is just sweet. It is seductive, and it could cause you a problem in your personal life. Okay, so if your lady has never been introduced to a fragrance like this, trust me, after she smells it, it's going to be a problem, fellas. This is ultimately sexy. This is something where you are planning something for your lady, man. It's all about her. Maybe a sneak attack, maybe a surprise. All right, you're going to be inviting her somewhere for sure where she's going to be taken off guard, just what you have prepared for her. All right, candlelight dinners, a nice cozy environment that she can be comfortable in. And then your aroma with the intimacy that's going to be involved is something that's really going to keep her in place, something that's going to make her want to be there, create memories and so forth and so on. Let your imagination lead you. All right, but fellas, this is ultimate sexiness. All right, the way the vanilla and the bergamot hit off this fragrance, man, it's second to none in my opinion. Second to none. So the occasion, I think a wide range of gentlemen could wear this fragrance. You know, younger gentlemen, middle of the pack, older gentlemen, I think can wear this with the intent of sexy. The intent has to be sexy to wear something like this, in my opinion. Sprays in an intimate setting, I'm going to say go 3 to 4 sprays. Maybe even 2 to 3, because you don't want to overwhelm your partner. You don't want to overwhelm your lady. You don't want to put her in a situation where now she's got a headache and, you know, all that. No. You want to keep it light. You want to keep it cool, and it's going to get the job done for you. Okay, so Nishane's Ani is something that is worthy of the hype, in my opinion. And fellas, I don't think you go wrong with that. From the house of Nishane, we got Ani. Ani.
Listen, definitely a good one. You cannot go wrong with vanilla fragrances, something warm when it comes to a date night fragrance. Okay, I'm gonna get one in some of these fragrances. Oh, this is a shameless plug. I have a Joma Shop link in the bio. You can get some of these fragrances on by hitting the link and going to Joma Shop and shopping. I get a small commission of that, but it costs you nothing to do. That is my my FTC disclaimer.
Support. So
with that being said, we're going to go number 6. So I'm going to go with one of my favorite Middle Eastern houses. This is a house that I can drive 20 minutes down the street.
Okay.
You know, I live in the DC metropolitan region, so I have everything to my benefit.
Dope.
This fragrance here is another pineapple fragrance, but instead of a crisp, bright, sweet, ripe pineapple, I'm gonna give you something a little syrupy. Slightly floral. But it has a nice woody base that adds a little bit of masculinity to it. Now, for summer, be careful because it's pretty dense. This is coming from the house of Arabian Oud, and this is Mondawi Gold, their 40-year edition. Now, they have Mondawi and they have Mondawi Gold. This one is absolutely stunning. When I say just a syrupy, sweet pineapple, this, again, summertime, this is a 1 to 2 spray fragrance. We're talking date night, people. We're not talking about going to a festival. If I'm going to be outside, I'm going to a festival. That's different. I might go 4 sprays. Date night, because it's very rich, I might only do about 2, maybe 1, depending on where I'm at. Am I in Florida or I'm in Arizona? It's a difference. Humidity, dry heat. It all depends. Depends how I feel when I walk out the door. But this is always on the table for compliments. It's sweet. It's well put together. If anybody, people who know about Mondawi, just put fire in the chat. Y'all know what time it is. This thing works. It's not much to say. It doesn't transition that often, but you got that nice amber. You got that pineapple. You get some floral nuances. I think it's pineapple blossom is actually what it is. Listen, man, when you talk about Middle Eastern fragrances, the richness, all Middle Eastern fragrances aren't created equal. They have some lower tier fragrances. Yeah, and then they got top tier fragrances. Fact. This is their top tier stuff. This is top tier. And this is, let me see, type of person is for, I would say 26 and up. 26 and up is rather rich. This is more, I would say, like a winter fragrance, but at night. Now, hold on. Let's talk about it. One of my favorite cities in America is San Diego. Okay. People who know me know how I feel about San Diego. So let's say you're eating dinner and you're by the bay. You're on the water. You already know it's a little cool. So although it's summertime, you're getting that cool breeze off the water. Okay. You got the candlelight on the table.
Big business.
What are we talking about here?
Big business.
Let's penetrate her nostrils.
Okay.
That's what we're doing here. We're not playing, or whatever you into. We're not playing games here. And that's type of person. How to wear this again. That's with a fragrance like this, because I consider it more of a winter or colder weather fragrance. Yeah. I'm gonna play around with it. It depends on where I'm at, what I'm doing when I walk out the door. But in a sense, we're talking summertime, just to be in general, I'm probably going to go only about 2 sprays with this. Anything else, because if you put too much, it's going to be piercing. Trust me. It's one of those kind of fragrances where you can ruin the composition by putting too much on. And that's Mondawi Gold. And that's my number 6.
Yes, sir.
Real quick, I'm going to bring Dave in. He popped into the room as soon as he get his camera on. We're going to keep the flow of what we got going because we already got it by him. I'm going to have him bring it in because I'm sure he has some things to say. So we're going to take an intermission break and allow him to come in. Cali, talk to us, brother.
Fellas, how we doing tonight? Can you hear me?
How you doing, brother? How you doing?
What's going on, Cali?
You could hear me? We're good?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you. Okay. Good to go.
First of all, my apologies to you guys and everybody in the audience. I have to work, and sometimes we get caught up with the money. You know what I'm saying? But the good news is, we're all together right now. We're here.
Yeah. Listen, listen. You got to take care of family and business first. I'm always say, man, you got to take care of business. Things happen. You know, anything could have happened, and I could have last minute been like, I can't do this live. So I got kids. If anybody got kids, or got a wife, things happen, things come up, so I can definitely dig it. But what I will say is, Kyla, we already got the flow going on here. We're gonna finish it up. What we'll probably do is on another date, set you up with something else that'll work with another battle to get you in. But me and Derek gonna go ahead and finish this off because I think right now we're already at 6. Right now, so we only got 4 more to do, and then we're gonna probably close out the show here in a little bit. So save up your heat, brother, because somebody else need to get that work.
I'll save it.
All right, brother. All right, I'm a piece to you, brother. All right, so where we 6? I just went. Yeah, so it's your turn, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, man. Well, my number 6, man. I got something. This is something that I was saving just in case I needed it, man. But from the house of Royal Crown. All right, Royal Crown. We have Noir. All right. This is a beautiful ambery fragrance, man. You have a lot of things going on in this fragrance. This is a true niche definition. You got cardamom and cinnamon and a little bit of oud and some rose and some oak moss and vanilla. I mean, it's just a lot going on here. But the base of this is sexy. This is sexy and confident. So if you're trying to establish yourself with someone, and to me, this is first date. This is first date to me. And if especially the first date where you're saying, you know what, this is somebody I got my eye on. This is somebody who I want to come in the door, not playing games and setting my tone. This is something to definitely consider. All right. As far as the performance on this thing, it is nuclear, man. Honest to God, you need 2 sprays. You need 2 sprays. That's it. And you will be good to go. Now, it's not a loud fragrance. It's not going to stretch out and touch somebody halfway across the room. No, it is not going to do that. But what it is going to create a scent bubble around you that's going to keep you attractive. All right, you're going to be attractive, man. The sweetness in this thing really stays at a minimum, but you get some woods and the oud, and you get the spiciness from the cardamom and the cinnamon. It just does a fantastic job with this fragrance. Now, for me, this is for mature audiences, all right? This is for a man, I'm going to say, in his 30s. And a gentleman in their 40s and so forth and so on. I don't think this is a younger man's type of scent. This changes. It changes throughout its life. All right. So for ladies out there, I let my wife smell it when I first got in, and she said it smells like a very good, serious smelling man. All right. That's what she said. And she put some emphasis on that. All right. So fellas, trust me, man, if you want to change your pace, if you want to be different, if you want to be overly unique, this is something of sweetness and a little bit of that oudy, leathery feel down the mid, the oak moss tangling with the cardamom and the cinnamon. I'm telling you, the rose does make a feature here, a quick burst of not jammy or sweet rose, but a spicy style of a rose that kind of shows up in the midway point of this. All right. So this is really good stuff, fellas. You want to switch it up? You want to be a little different? Try Royal Crown's Noir. All right.
Royal Crown is a gal. So real quick, let me take an intermission break because let me address something. I'm gonna blow myself up and take an intermission break because I didn't catch it all, and I'm reading just some of the comments, and I'm gonna catch it all. First things first, moderators get the moderating. I'm gonna say a few things. Listen, man, life happens. This is a hobby. This ain't people's full-time jobs. People got to take care of stuff.
Yeah.
Callie hit me in my inbox and said, I just didn't see it till a little bit late and said, hey, man, I'm running late. Things happen, bro. That's my guy. Callie supports the channel. He supports the content.
Yes.
That is my guy. There's no need to be rude here. This is my home. Don't smear shit on my cashmere floors.
Facts.
It's about respect, man. Even people I disagree with, it's always respect. Trust me. Callie didn't disrespect me by not showing up for the battle, even though that's the battle y'all respected, because the reality is he showed up.
He showed up.
He didn't have to do that. And I don't, listen, man, I don't know. Listen, respect the people. I respect y'all. I love y'all. I love my supporters. But I can't rock like that.
Yeah.
I keep positive vibes, positive energy. The VerScents is all about coming together. Callie's going to be on.
Yeah.
I know if I was him, and I already know the type of person he is, he probably feel like shit.
Yeah.
He probably feel like he let me down. Bro, I see you in the back. You didn't. Don't worry about it, bro. We'll bring you back on. It ain't over. He got heat. He's coming back. But since we're already in 7, we might as well, ain't no point in, like, it's just, it just wouldn't flow right. Me and Dedrick is we're already doing what we're doing. But he didn't disrespect me. He respected my house, and he showed up like a man, and he showed love. And Callie's room is always in the live chat showing love. So I want to say that. I don't know, moderators, get the moderating. I don't know what's saying or what's being said. I'm just reading some of the comments, and it seemed like some crazy things. If you rock with me and you think that y'all need to blow him up because he was not showing, trust me, he ain't let me down. I'm a professional. I'm gonna hit the audible button, but I don't want to harp on that. People, listen, it's all love. We don't need that.
Yeah, for sure.
We do not need that. Got me off track, but I can't have the bullshit going on.
No. Positive vibes only, man.
Positive vibes, and that is my
real.
guy. And that is my guy. And I already know he feel bad. Even though I told him it's cool, he probably gonna be in my inbox hitting me after, bro. It's cool. It's cool. Relax.
I'm hitting him right now. Let him know it's all good, man.
Yeah, man, it's all good, man. We can get it on, man. Listen, this ain't nothing but fragrances, people. Seriously, man. At the end of the day, we smell good. I'm not better than you. You ain't better than me. But when we leave the house, we feel good because we smell good.
Right.
That's it, man. It's love. It's love, man. It's love.
Yeah, no doubt.
So I don't want nobody. Don't kill, man. In the words of Kendrick, bitch, don't kill my vibe. Don't kill it. Damn.
No doubt.
Y'all gonna make me sip one for this.
Yeah. Go load up real quick.
Yeah, man. Now let's get started. What number I'm on, bro? I'm lost track.
I think we on 7, man.
All right. Let's just get to it. Threw me off. God damn. All right. Pardon my language. All right, let's get to it. This fragrance is another sexy daytime fragrance. Great summer fragrance. You know, and I ain't want to pull these out, man. Some of these, I was like, if I battle again, I was going to do a summer fragrance. I was going to tear somebody's head off. Right? So I'm pulling out stuff I ain't want to pull out. But this is a great one. Again, let's talk about first date. Let's talk about day parties. Everything doesn't happen at night. If you're in the DMV, you're downtown Annapolis, you're at the pier. This is seafood. This seafood vibe. Daytime. I'm not trying to eat a steak dinner in the middle of the daytime. I want seafood, some salmon, something nice, some trout or something. This is what we doing. And this is the kind of fragrance I'm gonna go from the house of Bulgari. This is Tiger. Y'all already know what it is. Now, this is grapefruit, ginger. I believe some ambroxan. I believe ambroxan's in here. At the end of the day, this is an amazing grapefruit fragrance that lasts. Now, some people will compare it to Afternoon Swim. To me, Mandarin Orange doesn't smell like grapefruit. Respectfully, are there some similarities? Yeah, maybe not. Not really. But could it be redundant having both? Yeah, possibly, because when you will wear one, you will wear the other. But this just works. This is a compliment fragrance. 10 out of 10 compliments. People who smell it love it. The downfall for this will always be the price point. $400 for what you get is a little much. Search around. You may find it in the 300-ish kind of way, 320. Could that still be a little bit too much? I'm not your financial advisor. Do what you do. But what I will say is always sample, see if it works for you. If it works for you, then get it. Again, it just occasions, it just works. Summertime, it's a great summer fragrance. Just end of the day, it works. Projection and longevity, I'm getting 8 hours on this. Easy. Sprays, the compliment rate and compliment factor, 10 out of 10. Type of person is for, listen, young to old, it doesn't matter. This is a fun fragrance. If you're a serious person all the time, because that's your deposition, that's kind of who you are, you need fragrances. And maybe I should do a video on this. How to get the most out your fragrance.
Yeah.
I'm a really when I walk into a room, you feel my energy. It's a little bit, it could be a little brash. So sometimes I wear fragrances that are fun. It makes me more approachable. You have to know your vibes. You have to be in tune with who you are and the energy you give off. That's why I wear a lot of unisex fragrances. It really tones my demeanor down. For people that gets me. So this is a fun fragrance. If you're wearing this, a woman, man, whatever you into would be like, okay, that's a person like to have fun. They smell bright, fresh, fun, lovely. I think I can talk to them. This is what this kind of fragrance is for. How to spray it. I go about anywhere from 5 to sometimes 8 sprays, depending on if I'm gonna be outside. I might go about 8 sprays. I'm gonna be honest. If I'm gonna be outside dinner, 8. because if you also near the water, the breeze coming off is just going to push your fragrance everywhere. It's just a fun fragrance. You cannot hurt anybody with this, and that's Bulgari Tiger.
Man, that DNA is incredible.
It really is.
DNA. It's an incredible DNA. All right, EQ. Next, man, I'm going with something from the house of Mancera. This is one of my favorite fragrances in the collection and perfect for a summer date night. We got Black Gold, man, from Mancera. Black Gold, man. To me, man, this is one of the more complex fragrances from the Mancera line, man. You got some aquatic notes. You have some cinnamon. You have some fruits and citruses. You have a little bit of oud touch in here. Lavender is really big in the opening. A lot of different things going on with this fragrance. The very first time I wore this fragrance, man, matter of fact, it was me and my wife's anniversary a couple of years back. And we couldn't even get out the house good before she was letting me know what time it was when she smelled this fragrance, man. Big fan of this fragrance for sure. Now, to me, you can do a lot with this fragrance, in my opinion. I've worn this fragrance to go play Top Golf. I've worn this fragrance to go to a get together. I've worn this fragrance on a date night. You can do a lot, but this fragrance is interesting. All right. It is an interesting fragrance, and that's what you will be viewed as on a date night type of vibe during the summertime, because you're going to be asked. And most of the time when I wear this, I often get asked, what exactly am I wearing? This is something where this is a confident man, all right? This is a man who is in touch with himself. This is a man who doesn't really need any direction. I'm not saying he don't need advice if he's asking, but he don't need direction. This kind of gives off that type of secure and focused type of man. A man who knows what he wants. That's what I'm trying to say here. A man who knows what he wants. Longevity on this thing is incredible. This is something for an all day. If I know I'm going to be an all day, Black Gold is something I'm going. The sillage is tremendous. The age range on this thing, I'm gonna say a man who's in his upper 20s, closing out, later on 40s, 50s, whoever in that age range can definitely wear this fragrance for sure. I usually go, like I said, I think I said it, but I wear it around 5 sprays minimum because it performs really well. Beastly performer. When I say beastly, on the next morning, I can still smell this on me and on my clothes. A shower is the only thing going to get this off of you. All right, so Mancera's Black Gold Summertime Banger.
I love that. Nice, masculine, like almost fougere, but there's an aquatic side to it. Those who know me know that Mancera, like when I first really got in the game, Mancera, I went crazy with it. And while you were talking, I said, you know what? I've been neglecting this house on all my battles, so why not? So I'm gonna go with Mancera next. So what we're at number 7?
Yes, sir. No, right. Yeah. You on 7.
All right. So my number 7, y'all already know we're going with the house of Mancera. This is one highly complimented unisex right down the middle. This is one. Listen, I would wear this on a first date, second date, third date. This is the kind of fragrance that, to be honest, on a date, I kind of want a woman smelling me and thinking to herself, burnt in scent memory, and thinking to herself, oh, that's going to be my man, and he can't go out the house with this. This fragrance is going to have to set beside the gray sweatpants. In the white T-shirts, and this fragrance, things that you can't wear out the house unless you with me. And this is from the house of Mancera, and this is Jardin Exclusive. Now, this gives off the Etta Purpura style of fragrance. So if you have Amber Oud Gold Edition, you're familiar with this DNA. But I find Amber Oud's Gold Edition to be a little bit denser than this because the florals makes this just, and there's almost this aquatic, slightly aquatic nature with it. Nothing crazy. I wouldn't call this an aquatic. Don't nobody say, oh, you call this it's not an aquatic, but there's this breeziness to the fragrance, which probably comes from the florals in this. This is ambery, fruity, floral. You talking about head turning, compliment starting fragrance. When you going with your girl, and let's say your girl, she going to like her high school reunion or something, or like a cookout, and she might not like a few girls there, but she want to bring you there because she want to make other people jealous, other women jealous. You know, women like to show off their wedding rings, engagement rings, and their man.
Yeah.
And when she want to show you off and make some other people mad and want to have people like, girl, your man smell good. This is what you wear.
It's good.
This is what you wear. You want to make other women jealous? This is what you wear. Now, if you got a girl who's defensive, and you listen, man, know your lady or your man, whatever you into. But if you're the type that you don't want the waitress or waiter, wait person, staring in your face and smiling a lot and ask you questions, because 9 times out of 10 we're paying the bill, right, guys? Yes, right. So, and we're probably placing an order. You're gonna ask your girl what you want, and you're gonna say, she's gonna have this, and I'm gonna have this. You trying to take charge, kind of man, or whatever you into. If you don't want the waitress staff staring in your face and she feels some kind of way, don't wear this. Don't wear this. She's gonna smile when she gets the credit card. She's gonna smile when she drops the menus off. She's gonna smile at you.
Yeah, man.
If your girl's a little jealous, don't wear this. But maybe you mad at her. Wear it. Anyway, that's Jardine exclusive. Compliment factor 10 out of 10. Let's just stop playing with it. Type of person is for age 20s and up. It just works. How many sprays? I mean, how mad you want to make somebody? How much do you want them?
Woo.
You want to get crazy with it? Let's go 7. Let's go bananas. But we're gonna be outside for that. You're gonna be close quarters. Let's just go about 3 or 4. Let's do 3 or 4. That's it. Just a little bit to tickle their nostrils. Tickle it. Anyway, that's Jardine exclusive from Mancera. Talk to me nice.
Man, that stuff is a banger, man. My wife has a bottle of it, man. And she holds it down for sure when she wears that fragrance, man. It
smells amazing on a woman.
It does.
It smells amazing on anybody wearing it. So real quick before you get on, I put my friends. I got a friends, we from kind of round the way kind of people.
Yes, sir.
And put them on the fragrances. First they say, what's your? I just put them on Mancera.
Yeah.
Even when they start wearing Jardine Scoop Wall by me, I was like, damn, bro, you smell good. It's one of those. I was like, man, I started feeling a little jealous. I'm like, damn, I put y'all on to too many heat. I want y'all smelling like it is a great fragrance. Oh man, it just works. Anyway, go ahead, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, man. I'm on fragrance number 9. All right. So with this one, man, I overly love it. It's a very sexy and seductive fragrance and a mashup of 2 of my favorite fragrances. Well, one of my favorite fragrances, and believe it or not, a fragrance I don't really like that. We got from the house of Navitis Parfums. All right. We got Viva More. Viva More, man. This is a mashup of Baccarat Rouge 540 and one of my favorite DNAs, Creed's Aventus, man. You get the opportunity for big pineapple, big saffron banging each other as soon as you spray the fragrance out of this bottle. Let's get right into the performance. It is nuclear. All right. It's going to hold you down for an entire day if you needed to do so. The pineapple, the saffron, there's a leather undertone to this as well. The spiciness from the saffron hangs out just as much as the pineapple hangs out with this fragrance, man. This is, in my opinion, sex in a bottle. This is sex in a bottle for sure. This is a fragrance where my wife has told me, do not wear that without me. Do not wear that without me. And it's just one of her favorites. Now, fellas, listen, if you want to be cool, if you're trying to be fly, if you want it to be unmistaken that you that dude, no matter where you are or when you get there, this is something that can hold you down. A lot of guys ask me from time to time, hey man, I need some fragrances that the ladies are going to love. Look no further than Viva More from Navitis Parfums. Who can wear this? I'm going to say gentlemen in their mid-20s, all the way running through whatever age you want to be at. I'm going to say 40, 45 years old. This probably could be something that you can definitely hold down. This is my feel-good fragrance. If I know me and my wife are going to go out and have a good time, then this is definitely something that I will consider. 1, because I know she loves it. And 2, it just puts me in that mood, gives me that feeling. You know what I'm saying? When I wear this fragrance right here. Date night exclusivity is something that you want to consider with this fragrance for sure. It is good. I don't know if it's still available on Navitas Parfums, but it is. Get a sample, guys. Try this one out. If you're into the Baccarat, if you're into the Creed Aventus, the mashup is beautiful on this thing. Sprays, I'm going to say around 4 to 5 sprays because it is nuclear. If you're in a more intimate setting, dial it down. Give it 2 sprays. You don't want to be offending your guest or the person who you're around with wearing this fragrance, man. So Navitas Parfums Viva Mar, pure gold. Pure gold, man. Pure gold.
Love that fragrance.
Yes, sir. Yes,
love
sir.
it. Love
yes,
it.
Sir.
Love it. So we're
yes, sir.
My number 9.
Yes, sir.
I think I'm gonna talk about another fragrance. I don't talk about it. Okay, y'all. Listen, man. But real quick before I do that, if y'all like what we doing, y'all like the audible play I pulled out, do me a favor, hit the like button.
Yeah, show support.
Listen, just so support, it'll get views out there for other people that may be interested. It's free. It costs you nothing. Just stop what you're doing, come out the comments, hit the like button. That's all I ask of you. It's fairly simple. Moderators, tell me how many likes we have. Now, I'm gonna move on to a fragrance I have never talked about. It is a 2022 release. We talking about summer fragrances. We talking about citruses. I mean, I've already brought out fragrances like Tiger and Afternoon Swim. I'm gonna bring out a fragrance that is so juicy, fruity, that is borderline gourmand.
Okay.
This smells so authentic. It is so fun to wear. Again, great date night fragrance. This is coming from the house of Fleur. This is Tangerine Boy.
Ooh-wee.
Tangerine Boy.
Oh, boy.
Listen, let me tell you. This came out in 2022. This fragrance is bananas. What is it? Tangerine with some ambery nuances. That's it. Don't worry about any other notes in there. You're just going to get fresh, squeezed. Like, think of the juiciest tangerine you ever had. Ever. Think about a tangerine so juicy that it's almost sexual. So juicy. Like, remember what was the name of that movie? I don't have a brain fart with Eddie Murphy, and they had the Grace Jones. They was doing a fragrance, and they was doing a fragrance. What? God, come on, somebody help me out, man. One of my favorite fragrances. I can't think about it, man. One of my favorite movies with Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence, Grace Jones. Somebody put in the comments, man. It threw me off. But anyway, they was like, they had all the fragrances, and you can almost see like a woman's tongue licking the tangerine. Boomerang. Thank you.
Oh, how to bear.
This fragrance, it's so photorealistic that it's damn near sexual.
Oh boy,
and juicy. That's what I see with it really is, and I believe.
Man,
I think you can get it for under $100, maybe $100 and something for a 50 ml. Listen, it doesn't go wrong. And if you really want to get bananas with it, which I do have, which is going to be part of making your fragrances last long, they have a lotion for it, and they also have a body wash. What are we talking about here?
Ooh, explosive.
You want to smell delicious? You want to smell fun, playful, but yet mouth-watering? You want her to look at you and lick her lips?
Oh boy.
This is what we talking about, people. LL Cool J style. What are we talking about, man? What are we talking about, man? Occasions. It's summertime. It's summertime. Let's have fun.
Yeah.
That's the occasion. Button up shirt open, brunch. You know, you got your hoochie daddy shorts on, your thighs is out. What are we talking about? You're having fun. Ages, it doesn't matter. Age, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Older, it's just such a fun fragrance. Just like Afternoon Swim, it goes into that. Oh, man. You want to, listen, unisex, right down the middle. Compliment rating, compliment factor, it works. Type of person is for already said how to wear this. So, I'm going to go about 10 sprays. I might go more. But I also layer this with the lotion when I'm gonna wear this, or I wear any citrus fragrance. I'm also doing the body wash. So it's a kind of whole routine that I don't want to break down here on VerScents, but I'll break it down one day for y'all. I'm doing the body wash. I'm doing the lotion. I put the lotion in certain places. Then I allow that to set. Then I put the spray on top of it. Then I'm stepping out. You're going to meet her. You're going to give her a hug. She's going to lick her lips and her eyes are going to roll in the back of her head. LL Cool J style. Listen, man, it works. And that's from the House of Fleur. That is Tangerine Boy.
Yeah. Feeling the vibe. Yeah, bring out the show the thighs, fellas. Ain't nothing wrong with it, man. What's
show
some shorts?
The thighs.
Man. Y'all boys gonna be out here with them shorts hanging to your calf muscles, man. Show them thighs, man.
Yes, sir. Man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Daddy's in the house.
Oh, have fun.
Don't skip leg day. Do not skip leg day.
No. Don't do that.
So I got this number 10. We didn't switch like we normally do, but again, this is all impromptu.
Yes,
so
sir,
I guess we're at number 10.
All right, man. For my final fragrance, man, I have learned to love this stuff. This is a 2023 release, and I am stunned at the effect that it's had on me, and I think this is perfect for summer date night vibes. From the house of Zaharoff, in collaborations with Stay Fresh Productions, we got Second Soul. We got Second Soul, man. Listen, fellas, man, the juniper berry and rum combination in this thing is beautiful on the opening. This is something where your lady is going to be on you. She's going to love how you smell. You're going to be attractive. You're going to come off as the coolest guy in the room. You are going to be coming off like you're fun. You're going to come off in an elite way. She's going to be proud that she's hanging on to your arm. This thing is really interesting as it goes down. I love the mid to the dry down. It gets a little bit smokier. It gets a little bit more denser. It changes as it goes. I did not think that I would come around to love a fragrance so fast like I love this. Look at the dent in that bottle, man. I've been wearing this juice, man. I've been wearing this juice. Now, listen, this is a fun time. This is putt-putt. This is, you want to go play a little Top Golf. You want to go bowling. You want to go on a scavenger hunt. You want to walk the beach. You want to have a good time with no stress. You don't want nothing around you. You want you and your lady, your partner, to have undivided attention. She is going to remember this scent coming off you. Like EQ said, open up that shirt, bro. Put a couple sprays down the chest and let that thing breathe. Let that thing breathe, man. And this fragrance right here can hold you down. Now, in my opinion, I'm going to say late 20s to mid 40s can pull this fragrance off. The performance is beautiful, man. It is not something that's going to roar out and touch you, but it's going to stay in your presence. It's going to stay in your skin for a decent 10 to 12 hours. And listen, if you're going and you know it's a nightcap involved, listen, you'll be fine. You don't even need to reapply, because on the skin scent, the magic on this fragrance is absolutely beautiful, man. Second Soul, Zaharoff, in collaborations with Stay Fresh Production, is my number 10 fragrance, and I overly love this stuff for the summer. Get your bottles while it lasts, man. I think these are limited editions. Get your bottles, man.
Second Soul is nice. It's like modern day Fougere shaving cream, but then it transitions into something sexy and boozy and leathery.
Yes.
Listen, man,
really
Second Soul, Evening Mystique, and like Rose, like in leather tobacco. His house, he gets better and better, and George has one coming out called Coco Loco.
Can't wait for it.
I cannot wait for it. Okay, so we're going at number 10 for me.
Yes, sir.
So I want to step out the house. I want to smell divine for my number 10. I want to smell regal. I want to smell exotic. Now, when I say exotic, I've said this in numerous videos, but if you're new here, thanks for being here. Exotic, what is not atypical? What is the Western not really wearing? I'm gonna wear a little bit of some rose, some patchouli, a little bit of musk. This fragrance, when I tell you, as dark as it is, it get compliments, and I will wear this year round. I have worn this year round. This is a great night. This is night. I'm wearing this at night, and this is steak. This is Wagyu steak night. This is we're doing a red wine. We're gonna do a red wine here. You know, if you're going like Fogo de Chao, if you want to do, you're doing a nice, Smith and Lewinsky's. This is going to be $230 about time you leave here. I'm going with one of my favorite fragrance houses from the house of Boadicea the Victorious. This is Carbon Sapphire.
Sheesh.
People, when I say I don't own Ombre, this doesn't smell like this runs laps around Ombre Nomad. Why am I bringing Ombre Nomad up? Because that is a darker, mysterious rose oud. This is bananas. Get a sample. It's expensive. This is an expensive bottle, almost $1,000. I'm not telling you to get it. Get a sample. Eau de Somme. Slightly spicy, leathery a little bit, peppery. You have a beautiful rose, just sexy, seductive. Listen, man. Today is the day that we lost our brother Kevin Samuels, right? The way that brother dressed, this is what I can imagine being dressed like wearing this.
Yeah.
This is stunning. Rest in peace to that man. Put rest in peace to that man. Even if you ain't like, I know we got some women in here. If you ain't really feel them, but let's matter of fact, we're gonna give a moment of silence for that man real quick. We're gonna do a 5-second moment of silence. Now let's get back to the sexiness.
Yes, sir.
Rest in peace to the Godfather.
Rest in peace to the Godfather.
And he was part of this community because he was doing fragrances first.
Yes.
So that's why we're going to bring him up. All right.
Yes, sir.
This is absolutely stunning, mysterious, regal. It's not a lot of incense that's going to take it. Some people might find it a little bit animalic, but I don't. If something was animalic, I got some animalic fragrances. This ain't that. But for the newer wearer, it might not work, but just do like 2 sprays with this. Yeah. Occasions, this is fancy. This is date night. This is nighttime, especially since we're talking summer. I'm steak. I'm wearing this. Seafood, I'm not. Steak, I will. I pair my fragrances like I pair my wines. I wouldn't. Projection longevity, it's Boadicea. 10 hours. It's going to work. Now, does it perform like Blue Sapphire, where it's just Blue Sapphire is a commitment? When you put it on, it is your fragrance for the morning, day, noon, afternoon, after the shower, next morning. It stays on your skin. If you put on clothes, it's there forever. This doesn't last quite like that, but it gets that compliment rating, compliment factor. I get compliments with this. Okay. I've always received. Again, this is a date night. You know this woman. This is like you taking your wife out. Yeah. This first date, I probably wouldn't wear it. But if I'm dressing up, I'm there to impress, and we going to a steakhouse dinner on the first date, I'll probably wear it. Okay. So I will pair it that way. Type of person is for, because of the expense of the bottle, I'm going to make sure that, we're going to talk 30 and up. Like, you got to splurge a little bit to get this. Or you can find it maybe on the internet, or go to the We Are Victorious, in the Boadicea the Victorious group, and you can find a split of somebody decanting it. It's a really good group to be in, as well as I have my own group. We'll talk about that after this battle. How to wear this, because it's a steak dinner, it's not doing too much. I'm gonna only do about 3 sprays on this. That's it. You don't do more. Shoulders, center of the chest. That's it. That's it. If I happen to do more, I'll do a half a spray on the wrist, pat it, and that's because I like to talk with my hands. So all I'm doing is creating a fan-like effect. A fan-like effect. So that's what I would do with that. Again, my number 10, rest in peace to the Godfather. I'm doing Carbon Sapphire from Boadicea the Victorious.
Dope, man. Dope.
So real quick, some things out the way. I do have a private Facebook group where I will talk about fragrances like Fleur. I'll put y'all on the game on about that fragrance. You must be a subscriber to enter into that group, and I'll talk about it there. Link is in the description into the bio, where you can click on that and request to get in. Again, you must be a subscriber. You must answer the questions the way they are asked. Answer them. If you answer them wrong, I'm going to deny you. I will be checking to see if you subscribe, so your page must be public. Other than that, this is VerScents. I want to see those. Oh, we got the 210 to 230. Not bad. But if we got 230 watching, I want to see 230 likes. Just do that for your boy.
Yeah,
we put on a good audible here.
Yeah.
Again, support Dedrick channel. It is in the bio. Support Cali's room. Again, it is all love. People,
all love.
It is all love. Trust me, people, I'm not mad. If you're running any kind of show, you got to be expected to run an audible.
Yeah.
If something else would have happened, I would have created a show. We'd have talked about something. It'd have been on the fly. It wouldn't have been some of my best work, but y'all come to support, and I would have gave y'all a show.
Hey, yo,
brother,
EQ, man. EQ, thank you. I just want to say thank you, man. Peace to you, man. I appreciate the opportunity. I was very excited, man, to learn that I will be having this opportunity, man. So you're one of the titans in the game. Much respect to you. You provide so much information and so much knowledge to people like me. You know, I'm grateful for the Friday Night Lives and the VerScents. And when you take your time to speak your mind and give game, I'm one of the people who sit there and I soak it up, man. So I always catch gems from you, man. So I just want to show you love, give you flowers, man, and let you know, man, you're respected and you're needed in the community, man. And people like myself, man, we appreciate you, bro.
Man, but listen, man, I appreciate the young guys. Like, there's a thing, man, and I'm not even an OG in the game. But, you know, Big Beard always opened up his door for me. I have any questions, he always reached out and we chop it up. But my thing is, I don't hate nobody. I'll bring anybody on. I already asked. If y'all want to come on, hit me in my inbox. I can't chase every reviewer down. We'll try to set. Now, I'm going to look at your content and make sure your video stuff is right. Make sure you got at least a nice collection that's going to be worthy to be, you know, we're going to have to match it up right. But if you only got clones, we'll try to find you somebody who only do clones. We can get it in. We can set up different rules. Just because people start watching you now doesn't take away from me. They can watch us both.
Yeah.
You know, it's no need for hate. I love everybody in the game. It ain't no love lost for people who don't really rock with me. It's cool. It's cool. I'm okay with that. That's okay. Good. But for those who do, nothing but love and respect. Any words you want to give the people?
Yeah, man. Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all for watching tonight. Coming through Smell Good Family. I see y'all. Man. I see the hashtag Smell Good Family in the chat all night long. Thank y'all for y'all support. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the energy that y'all brought to this, man. EQ flipped the audible, man. And I'm just very happy and excited about how everything went down. Shout out to Cali. All love, Cali. You know how me and you give it up, man. A lot of respect for you still, man. And looking forward to working with you, man, once again, Cali. So shout out to Cali's Groom Room.
Matter of fact, let me bring him in. Let me bring him in. Let me let the brother in, man.
Shout out Cali for sure, man. For sure. All love. All love.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you, Dedrick. This was awesome, man. You guys crushed it. You crushed it. You flipped an audible. You killed it.
Appreciate it, Cali.
And I got to tell you, Dedrick, I'm familiar with your content, obviously. I'm familiar with your collection a little bit. I got to say, man, you pulled out, not only did you pull out fire, but the talking points, man.
Thank you, man.
Crushed it.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
And EQ.
Listen, bro, you don't got to say it. It's all love.
Really need to say anything?
Man, it's all love, bro. It's all love. It's all love, people. It's spread love. Smell Good Family. Appreciate you stopping by and showing love.
Sure.
Dedrick, keep. Am I saying your name right?
You can call me D, bro, but it's Dedrick. It's Dedrick.
All right. Well, listen. Your mama call you Dedrick. I'm gonna call you Dedrick. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call people what their name's supposed to be. So I've been saying it wrong. Apologies for that.
All
because
good,
I'm
man.
real big on calling men what they supposed to be called. But
all good. I appreciate it,
man. Keep putting in the work. You definitely putting in fire. You putting in work. It's going to hit. Keep doing your thing, Cali. Keep doing your thing. It's all love, people. But with that being said, any final words from my guest? And we're going to go ahead and get up out of here. Any final words?
All love. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. Everybody be safe. Have a great weekend.
People, y'all know what time it is.
Appreciate everybody just showing up strong always.
Talk to me nice game. Y'all know what time it is. This is the VerScents. For those who've been around and supporting me, don't forget hit the like button. Don't forget to join the group. I love y'all. We're going to end this broadcast. And with that being said, I'm going to leave you the way I greeted you. That's in the words of peace. Salute.